Hello everyone, I'm hoping you can see me, and welcome to our second of the Paint Along Lockdown number 2 sessions. Today we're going to be painting a rainbow owl, inspired by my rainbow owl card here. I call this one Joy actually, so it fits in with our Spread Arty Joy theme. And today we're going to be painting with, I have acrylics and my brushes and water, kitchen roll, newspaper in case of lots of mess, and feel free to use whatever you want to produce lovely colour as we go along. So, oh good, I can see you. And this is on the right page, I hope. Yes, it should be. Last week it was on the wrong page. So hi Tracy and hi Caroline, and I'll just make sure that we've got a few more people before we get started. So I thought an owl would be fun because people love owls, and I just thought that it would be a fun, colourful thing for us to do. In all this rain, we've just been out for a very wet walk with the dog, haven't we? Come back, wrung ourselves out and set up to paint with you. So I hope you're all keeping warm and dry in your warm houses. Hello Chloe and Kylie and Dan, brilliant, and Nick, lovely. Right, I can see that people are here. So let's get started. So you'll need your pencil and rubber. I've got a little piece of canvas here and you can use whatever you like. I am going to first of all start with the head. So we're going to do the top of the head here, and it's going to be at a slight angle because I like it when an owl can look a little bit quizzical when they're sort of looking at you, cocking their heads. So this is an owl with ears. This is a screech owl. We're making lots of noises with our animals this time, aren't we? We did the wolves last time. There's lots of whispering going on in the background. You all right there?
The rainbow thing was...
Oh, okay. Well, you'll need to wait for that bit. So, can you all see? Maybe I need to turn this light off. That looks a bit bright. That might be better. So, we've got the top of the head, the ears, coming round for the face. Let's have the face coming round like this. And we'll put his neck here, and his body is going to come all the way down like this, with his wing coming out of the back. So you get this kind of shape. Oh good, lots of you can see. Yes, you're saying can you draw a bit darker? You should be able to see better now, Rachel, with the light off. Sorry, I've got so many lights because it's so dark outside. So yeah, I can see that you're saying it's better now. Thank you for that, Caroline. And I will make it really dark because I'm going to be painting in acrylics, which I can go over anyway. So it doesn't matter. With watercolour, you don't want to draw quite so dark. So here we are coming down here. Now I'm just working out the composition first before we go into the details of the face, because we want to make sure that we can fit him all on first. So I'm going to put his claws here on a branch, and they have these wonderful talons. And we'll do his other one here. Get those big sharp hooks in. And you can join. Brilliant. Caroline's here. Marvellous. And Tracy, thank you so much. I'm really sorry, everyone. I don't know what was happening. I had to restart the whole computer. Stressful. Thank you for being patient. So we've got a few more joining us at the moment. Brilliant. Thank you, Penny. Hi, Aurelia. And we've got our main outline here, so we can start getting on with the face in a minute. Hi Sandy, marvellous. Thank you for your patience everyone. Okay, so we've got our outline here, and Amy and Rachel are back. That's brilliant. So now we're going to, because his head's cocked to one side, I'm going to do a line along the top of where his eyes are going to be and where his beak's going to be. So we want just above centre for his sort of cocked head and in the centre for his beak. Okay, brilliant. Hi Oscar. And then we'll get on with our eyes. So we've got one eye here and one eye here. Lovely big owly eyes. And his beak. And I hope you can see this all right now. Okay, and then we'll go in with those lovely big round circles of his pupils to start to get that cute look to him. Okay, so we've got eyes and beak, and that's pretty much all we need to do with the drawing, so we can get on with the fun painting. Okay, so what I thought with the painting is I thought in the background it would be really nice to do a dark background, and then we could do some splatter stars there as well. So you want quite a big brush to cover your background, and put on some dark blue. I've got some dark blue here, whatever colour you want really, but I'm going to go for that. And I'm just going to pop it in the background, just to show the outline of our owl, because he is a night owl. Are you doing backgrounds, you two? Mm-hmm. Marvellous. So we'll get this in like this. Yay, you're back, says Samantha. Thank you for your patience. It's not even Friday the 13th today, is it? Well, I always say Friday the 13th is a lucky day. Maybe Saturday the 14th isn't.
Yeah, it's the day. It's the day after that's unlucky.
Yeah. I think you might be right there, Alice. So we're getting in our dark background. All around his tummy. And go right down here. And then he's going to show up beautifully with his bright colours against this darkness. Now, earlier this term, some of my students and I were painting fireworks on black canvas. And that was loads of fun, wasn't it? Alice was doing that with me. And the colours really show up when you've got that darkness behind. So that's what gave me the idea to put this into these sessions. Okay, now I'm just going to make the log similar sort of colour in the dark, but not quite as dark. So I'm just going to wipe off some of the paint and pop that in there. Just a hint of something that the owl is sitting on, because he's not actually flying at the moment. He's having a little rest in between his busy time of going out and searching for things to nibble. What things do owls eat, kids? Can you remember?
I was going to say owl pellets.
No, they came out afterwards. Mice, that's right.
Stuff that's in owl pellets.
Stuff that's in owl pellets. You make me so proud. Oh, I like your colour. That's lovely. Right, then we can get on with some lovely rainbow colours in our rainbow owl. Now I might just rub out my construction lines. And we'll start, as we always do, with the lovely bright red of our rainbow. And I'm going to pop that in the top here, being careful not to get too much of the background coming in onto my red. Normally we'd sit and let that dry, or we'd do it with a hairdryer, but not today. I've taken enough of your time up with all the confusion. Right, so we've got our lovely red here. And he's got lovely feathers, so we could try and get feathery effects in as we go down. So with the orange, we're going to go around the eyes. And do some little feathery effects with our brushes. Little sharp, and just go around it, and then little cute movements with your brush to get that feathery effect. And I might just pop some yellow in just here to get that even more, with a little bit of white. Yeah, that's the effect I want. So we've got this slightly feathery effect coming through. Okay, then onto our yellow. And just bring some of that yellow up into these areas to get that feathery effect. And then little bright flashes of yellow like this. Okay, now we go down to green. All that colour off my brush. Got a lovely bright green here in my acrylics. So he's got lots of warm colours in his head, and then he's coming down into the cooler colours of the rainbow as we go further down. And then our blue. You're going to know the rainbow colours so well, aren't you, by the end of lockdown? Aren't you, kids? Have you got paint all over you, Jamie? Try not to look. So I'm just getting this texture of the feathers, bringing the blue up into the green. Oh, wrong blue. Never mind. I have a multi-blue. There we go. Bring those sort of feathery textures up. and then down. So he's got a nice feathery tummy. So I'm just making it a little more blue as we go down, to then go to our indigo. Make sure we've got his wing done as well. Hope you're enjoying your feathers that you're doing. Okay, now we go to our indigo. So I've got a nice purple here. And then my pinky purple at the end, which I think they say violet, don't they? Gave battle in vain. But I like that pinky colour at the bottom. Doing well, kids. Keeping up.
I'm not.
And then his wing one here. Okay. Now to make him extra fluffy and feathery, I'm going to put a little bit of white on my brush, and in little areas I'll just bring out some of those colours. So I've got white and green, and the white makes it opaque so that I can get him looking a little more fluffy and feathery. Especially around the edges, but then you need to merge it in so it doesn't look like it's just around the edges. So if you're using acrylic, you can put some white on and then immediately the colour that you want on top of it, and that will bring it out onto the dark with that uneven line which you want to make him look feathery. And then we'll carry on with that down here and get some of these markings through there as well. And then they all start to merge into each other a little more, these colours. Okay, now, oh, and actually let's think about his claws. His claws don't need to show up that much. So I'll use that dark blue mixed with a bit of purple just to put them in down at the bottom. And get those talons in. Haha. Okay, now the beautiful eyes. So he's got yellow eyes, but then with the black pupils. And always be sure, as all my students know, to leave the highlights. Well done, Alice. So leave the highlights in the pupils of your eyes. Now with acrylic, you can cheat and put the highlights in afterwards because it's an opaque paint. But if you're using watercolour, leave your white of your paper underneath. And we'll give him a nice yellow beak as well. Okay, and then with my small brush, I'm going to get some black and pop that in for his pupil. And I'm going to leave the highlight just to show you what I mean, but you can pop it in afterwards if you want. I might enhance it in a minute. That's one. And that's the other. Try and get them matching highlights. Okay, then with your little brush, you can go around in an outline to really highlight our beautiful owl eyes. And that's when he really starts to come alive. What are we going to call our owls, kids? Owly.
So I said. No,
Come
I said it
on,
before.
think of some good names for owls.
I just didn't.
What's the most common owl? Tea-towel. What was that, Jamie? The tea-towel. Ha ha ha. Sorry. Right, now we're going to go round the beak. But what I'm doing is little fluffy feathery marks around the beak. Then a little thin line as it comes down to that hook. And then little feathery fluffies around. If you haven't got black, you can make it with lots of other colours. You can use blue and red and green and just make your own black if you don't have one. There you go. And while I've got some black on my little brush, I'm going to put in some little flecky marks coming down, adding to this feathery effect that we've got on our owl. And above his eyes. Oh, that's nice, Amy. Amy's is called Hope and Caroline's is called Ollie. Love it. I'll call mine Teat.
I'll call mine Owl.
We're feeling inspired today. And it might be quite nice to have some markings around the head here, just getting that little feathery effect with little dashes of our black. And I'm going to put a little bit under the wing so we know that that is the wing. And a few lines coming up like this, because that's how the feathers sit in the wings. And then just a little emphasis under these claws. and some of the dark feathery bits just here. Oh, I am looking forward to seeing all your owls. Send them to me later and I'll put them in our Spread Arty Joy album. Something to do on a rainy morning, isn't it? And a few little flecks up here. Tell me to stop, kids.
To stop, kids.
This is the thing. Where do you stop? Just little flicky bits to make him look more and more fluffy and feathery. Wow, kids. I love them. Right, now we need to do our stars. Now, if you don't want to get your stars on the owl, which I'm sure most of you don't, just put a bit of kitchen roll or something like that over your owl. Then with your brush, oh, it's still got yellow on, well, that will work with the stars. Get some white onto your brush, and it's pretty watery. I'm making it quite watery so that it will run off the brush, and flick. And I've got some of these lines, but they might be from when the camera is watching for a long time and you get that effect at you with the stars. That's my excuse. But it does make a really cute starry effect. Like that. And I'll just do a few around. Try not to get him too much. Mr. Teat. There we go. There's a little bit on him, but that doesn't matter. You can always dab around as well. Okay, I think that is pretty much it. I might add a little more highlight while I've got white on my brush, just to make those eyes shine. And a little bit on the beak as well. There we go. You can carry on and on, but I will leave you there. And I want to show what the children are doing. They're flicking white paint everywhere at the moment. Have you finished flicking?
No.
I'm going to show everybody else what you've been doing while they're busy mad painting. I love it. Well, let me just pick up the whole lot then.
It isn't very good.
It's beautiful. Right, so this is Alice's. Should be able to see that. Isn't that gorgeous? Lovely colours, lots of little flicky feathery effects. I love that. And lovely star effects in there as well. He's a cutie. Oh, Alice, it doesn't. I love it. It's beautiful. Right, Jamie, are you ready for yours? Right, give it to me for now and then you can carry on with the flicking. He's got paint in his hair.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Right, let's have a look. I can take the whole lot. I can take the whole newspaper thing. You've got it on your face. Oh dear, sorry everyone. I hope you've not got too messy.
There's a big blob of white because I had to cover something up.
Oh, a big blob of white. I don't even notice that. Look at this. Right, so this is on canvas. This is why we're carrying it like this. So this is Jamie's here as well. And lovely effects again. I love all the bright colours you've got. You've got your little flicky effects in there. And I like the way his head's going to one side like that. Well done. Fabulous. Right, well done everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. Hopefully next week will all go really smoothly. I'll restart the computer before launching into this and hopefully it will all work. So well done everyone. I'm really looking forward to seeing your lovely bright owls to spread arty joy. You can take photos of them and send them to your friends and family that you're not seeing at the moment. And it would be really lovely for you to send them to me as well. And I will pop them in our special album. So well done everyone. Thanks so much. Take care and see you next week. Bye.